estimated the 30,000 housing units to a figure close to 600 million US dollars, right? So the grader was given a better alternative, but later on we saw that grader said we wrote a petition and now we've withdrawn the petition because people are threatening us. Whoa, what? I want to blame grader for taking such an unfortunate action and then stance. Right, my point on XCS really is the though good or bad, the late Latte he has a tag domestication. It is time that we are depending on the Koreans, the Chinese, the Malaysians so much. Ghana had independence with Malaysia in the same year, 1957, and the Malaysia and the Singapore's are now emerging economic giants in the when you go to Asia. Ghana can also do it by giving the support to our local building contractors. Ghana can also do it. The government was saying came out with an argument that the grader do not have a international credit reputation comparing to XCS Korea. Well, I understand that XCS Korea is an international a multinational company and they have a good credit records when you go to the world market, and the government of Ghana must empower the grader. That is the Ghana Real Estate Development Association. Ghana government can empower them we must start somewhere. There's an adage who says Rome was not built in a day, right? So the grader must be empowered. I will always go in for empowering our local or the indigenous contractors, the indigenous people to come out with something.
How will this empowerment be done?
How
will this empowerment be done?
Oh, the government was giving a tax relief to the STS Korea. The same tax relief can be given to the grader, and again, free lands were being given out to STS Korea. The same thing could have been done to Greater Ghana. Earlier on you asked the question of the quality of work, for here and that of STS Korea. It's also important to note that Greater have built a lot of estates when you go to Accra, Kumasi, and other places. Greater they have a lot of buildings that they've given out on mortgage. So Greater have the capacity, and the only capacity they lack is the having the credit record to raise funds. And the government of Ghana was giving a sovereign guarantee to STS Korea. One thing is giving the sovereign guarantee means
XCS
Ghana, and one the legal issue that caused the deal to be withdrawn from Parliament is that we don't have STS Ghana, and STS Ghana is not a registered company, and for that matter, it's illegal for government of Ghana to deal with STS Ghana. So I am of opinion that the government can give the same sovereign guarantee. Our yet to be exploited oil was being used as a guarantee, as a warranty to secure the 10 billion US dollars to undertake the 200,000 housing units in the period of 5 years or 20 years. I'm not quite sure about that, the duration. But the grader must be empowered by the government of Ghana. The government must give them the incentive. They can also do something, putting them together, putting our local contractors together. When you go to, we have a good engineers, we have a good entrepreneurs. A lot of entrepreneurs in Ghana have been able to do something for themselves in one way or the other. A government must support its people. The government has ceased to be a businessman. We understand the government cannot do it, but empowering creating a good environment for the business people, the contractors, the greater Ghana. I believe that when they are giving the enabling environment, supporting them, going to World Bank, the IMF, World Bank to secure a loan, and the government of Ghana says, I am the guarantor. I do not think that Greda will have a hard task of securing such a loan. So a whole government of Ghana using its oil revenue as a guarantee for a loan. I believe that the World Bank and the other financial institutions across the globe will support Greda, will give Greda the loan to do something. And again, one thing I want also want to comment on is the Ghanaian attitude of it's for the government. It's for the government. It's what I have a worries about, that maybe the government will give it to them, and we have affordable housing that was initiated by the former President J. Kufuor's government. Right now, we don't. Most of them have not been completed. It's all about Ghanaian attitude of it's for the government.
I think it would be safe to say it's been abandoned.
Right.
I think it would be safe to say it's been abandoned.
Yeah, right. I support that. It's been abandoned. The Ghanaian attitude of is for the government. The syndrome of is for the government. The government is not doing this, and the work will not be completed on as scheduled. That's the main reason I will go in for maybe XTS Korea at the expense of Greater Ghana. That's the only reason I may go in for STS Korea. Except that the Greater could also be given the opportunity to do something. But the Greater that was being, supported by the people of Ghana, Dankwa Institute, Money Ghana to go in, but later on they submitted their petition, and now they withdrew it. And you can imagine what Greda also take themselves for. So I would want to end here, and then we go on over to other.
Okay, thank you very much. It's 5 minutes after 9 tonight. It's your community watch on Focus 943, Monday the 19th of July 2010. Adade Kwaku Buafu. Quickly on STS Ghana before we go over to the phone lines.
Well, you see, I'd like to say that this housing deal, the NDC administration, tried to, come up with, was actually uncalled for. I believe that it's so superfluous. Although Ghanaians, are yelling for, good quality and affordable housing, I believe strongly that the NDC actually, want to leave a legacy that when we came into power, just like the NPP administration did, instituting the NHIS, the NYEP, youth employment program, affordable housing, you see. So the NDC has been caught on that verge to do something that will serve as a legacy. But I believe, you see, the right thing has to be done in trying to ensure that, accountability is felt by the ordinary Ghanaians. You see, I believe strongly that it was all because of the World Cup that Ghanaians had shifted all the attention from politics to this soccer fiesta. So they hurriedly wanted to helter skelter, go on with this deal, rush it through Parliament, then, and the bill then become a law, then they proceed with the agenda. But you see, just as my brothers has actually rightly analyzed, they have highlighted on certain fishy deals, looking at the government trying to serve as a guarantor in the granting of loan for a company that has not been registered, and illegitimate company, STS Ghana. You see, I believe strongly that when we talk about good government, a good government is a government that can actually build upon the development agenda it's inherited from a previous government. So one interesting thing is just as my brothers had rightly said, there were affordable housing,